Today we are looking at the Tier 7 No, that's not it. The Tier 7 Pan-Asian cruiser Chumphon, the last ship available to attain via the early access combat missions. Visually, it looks vastly different to its predecessors, but as you may have noticed, it appears almost identical to the USS Atlanta. There are, however, some differences. The armour layout is indistinguishable from Atlanta, so at least you do know what you're going to be getting. Any sustained fire is going to be your downfall, and so that is well suited for this line. As for the hit points, again, this is still on the low side with 26,400, which is just over 1,000 below Atlanta's. As for the main batteries, this is a massive upgrade from Rahmat. You gain an extra 2 guns, 12 in total, whilst having an improved reload and increase in range, which should give you a much better chance of doing well. There is one downside, however. The caliber is lower at 127mm, so you do only get 21mm of a high explosive penetration, which could be problematic in some instances. One advantage this has over Atlanta is the access to a smokescreen, which will allow you to fire out in the open without risk of being spotted. The torpedoes have had a massive upgrade too. You get one extra per launcher, and the range has been increased to 10.5 kilometers, making them more viable since you won't need to get as close to your targets. Although they are slow, if you do need to dump some at close range, Chumphon is the first in the line to get access to the torpedo reload booster, which will reload the launchers in 8 seconds, great for close quarter engagements. And whilst on the topic of getting close, when you are running the Concealment Expert with a camo, you are able to get your ship's concealment down to 9.3 kilometers, so it is also very stealthy. As for the anti-air, you would expect Atlanta to have the upper hand here, but that's not the case. Although you do have 2 less main battery turrets, Chumphon has a higher AA rating. Due to having a far greater number of higher caliber anti-air guns, you're able to reach 208 damage per second with 5 flak explosions per salvo up to a range of 5.8 kilometers. As well as this, because you don't have access to a hydro like Atlanta, the only option you get is the defensive AA fire consumable, meaning carriers should have a very hard time approaching you. Finally, when it does come to agility, it's not the slowest at 32.5 knots and has a moderate 7.2 second rudder shift, so overall it looks like it's going to be a pretty fun ship to play. And with the ship overview covered, we're going to look at the build. It's identical to what I was running with my Rahmat, which is for the Commander, Last Stand, Pyrotechnician, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment Expert, Swift Fish and Superintendent. As for the upgrades, I've gone for a standard main batteries, damage control, aiming systems, then for the 4th slot, propulsion, since that should help dodging shells. And with the overview and build covered, we're now in a game. We're currently playing in a tier 8 game, which is pretty okay, so we are mid tier at the moment and we're on the map Neighbours. Now, I've got to say, we are going to have to be quite careful because it's generally quite an open space here, so we've got to be careful. Hopefully, I was about to say, hopefully our Guiado is going to be helping us, and I was going to say the anti-air does look quite good, so if we are able to get some shots on and know, okay, they've run away straight away, I mean, that's probably a pretty clever idea, but yeah, pretty much what we're going to be doing is just trying to take as many pop shots as possible, and I do think with such high tier ships, this is going to be a bit of an issue because we are going to be mainly relying on fire, and more so than we have in any of the previous ships. Now I'm going to send some of these torpedoes down here because, you know, there's a chance we might actually land something, but I do think we're quite safe because our spotting range is here and we're going to be waiting for a destroyer to come around in this section, so... Oh, hello, Biadoni. Actually, you know what, I don't want to be taking fire from them because... Yeah, let's just get forward and hopefully our Bismarck's going to be able to take some shots. So I'm actually going to get into a position where I can start kiting because that's probably the safest option for us. But overall, this is probably going to play very similar to an Atlanta. So you don't have the 2 guns on either side here, so you do lose those. But honestly, I don't think the playstyle is really going to differ too much because most of the stats are very similar. Of course, you're not going to be able to be as much of a counter to destroys because you don't have the hydro and you can't really pop the radar once you're spotted. So there is going to be that. But honestly, the rest of it well, as I say, it looks like an Atlanta. Also, whilst we're looking at it, I just want to say, look how good this camo is. So this is the Silk Sunrise camo, which it looks really nice. So if you're playing this at the moment or you're watching this whilst the event is still going on, when you are able to unlock the Chumphon and you've been going down the different things in the armory, you are able to get this for free, which I do think is quite nice because if this is the last available ship you're going to be able to get from the early access in this event, then there's a pretty good chance that this is going to be very helpful because, well, it's a premium camo for a standard ship, so it's just going to make grinding a little bit easier. Now, with that Mackensen spotted and probably going to be aiming at us very soon, I am going to pop my smoke and slowly start edging forward because I don't want to be taking any damages. There's a good chance they'll be able to absolutely whack us. Now we've already got torpedoes. Well, okay, so our torpedoes haven't done anything, so we're just going to really hope we get some fires, and well, that's all we can really do. I mean, I think the Mackensen, because it's a lower tier, it's going to be less armoured, but things like that North Carolina we're probably going to struggle a bit more with, and plus there's a good chance that we won't even get them to be that close. Fortunately, someone else has just got a fire, so the Mackensen could potentially put that out, but oh, hello. Yeah, they are not coming through. So the one thing I'm really happy about this first game as well is the fact we've got a carrier on the enemy team, because I really want to try out this this AA, especially with this consumable, because I think we're going to be able to shred squadrons, because, well, the amount of anti-air, I mean, you can usually do that when you're in Atlanta, and if you've got better AA in this thing, which you definitely do, this is just going to be absolutely wonderful. Okay, that Bajani is now in range, so we're going to start firing, and they don't appear to be going at full speed, and they're probably going to be kiting out, so... Okay, they're not kiting out just yet. But they are increasing speed as well. Okay, yeah, they are kiting out and increasing speed, so... I think we're probably not going to be hitting any shots, but in a second I think I'm going to start moving forward. As that North Carolina, if they manage to get a shot on us, there's a good chance we're dead, because if you see an Atlanta at the open and they're giving you a nice side, you know, you're going to take that opportunity, aren't you? Because, well, you're just going to. It's a free kill. Now, if we've got these... Okay, those Ryujo planes are coming in, but I think we may have got bigger issues at the moment with North Carolina. And okay, Ryujo's coming in, so we're going to get our priority sector going. And the North Carolina is... No, they are aiming at us. That's problematic. Okay, we are going to turn in and just hope that their shot misses, and that does look to be the case. They're going to get one hit, and thankfully that's an overpen, which is really nice. We're going to go hard left, and we're going to start just absolutely punching it out of here, because we've got quite a few ships coming in, and oh, okay, the Zeton is running away, so we're not going to be getting any torpedo hits, but that's okay, because at the moment we're just going to really have to kite away. As they've got a very strong force here, and, well, our Mackensen is all the way back there, and are they AFK? No, they're not AFK, but they're not doing too much at the moment, so I'm going to start heading backwards and really just kiting away, because our Nelson's going to be dead quite soon. Our Bismarck's kiting away as well. I don't really want to be the one absorbing shots in this situation. And the Zeton is running away as well, so I think we're okay for now, but we are just going to have to be careful, and plus I don't really want to pop another smoke, because we do still have the rest of the game to play. Now you saw, I mean, well, you didn't really see, but those 3 aircraft did go down very quickly, so I'm hoping when it comes towards the end of the game, they do start shooting at us a bit more, and then we'll have the opportunity to just absolutely start mashing squadrons. And as I was saying that, here comes a squadron, so we'll get our priority sector going right now. That's quite good. You know, we might as well do this just to see how quickly this ruins this squad. That's one plane. Okay, they've done that. We're not getting... Okay, well, we've done the damage. We've already done 7,000 damage, so you can see that's... Ooh, that is another Zeton, so we're going to start turning, and I don't really think we're going to need to pop a smoke screen yet, because we can just keep on running. They're going to be pursuing us pretty aggressively until they realise they've overextended, and then they're probably going to hold back, at which point then I'll pop a smoke, because then I can just sort of sit here, start farming them, and we should be all good to go. We're getting a decent amount of damage here, and it's quite nice that... Ooh, careful here. Quite nice, because we're actually able to do something in this game, which is good. In some of the others that I've had in some of the lower ships, there have been games where I've just been able to do absolutely nothing, so it's quite nice that we're able to actually start doing some spamming, and we've got this additional range compared to the others. Okay, that is a non-pen, but that is okay, and looks like the North Carolina's coming around as well, and those are torpedoes coming in. Oh, it's the Bajani, so we're going to start firing again and possibly push them back. And they are going for the Mackensen instead, so we're just gonna support the Mackensen as best we can. But okay, they are retreating back again, because they probably don't want to take a broadside from the Mackensen. Now, as the North Carolina is coming in, I'm going to slow down, wait for them to come forward a bit more, and just spam them as well. Hopefully they don't shoot us, but as I say, it does look like quite a nice target, and oh, that isn't a Targo. They could be an issue, and they have just knocked out the Nelson. I'm going to keep firing on the North Carolina. Oh. Okay, so things are getting quite close here. Our teammates are going to be spotting, so I think now is a good time to pop this smoke, because it's going to keep us alive. And we're going to need it. Plus, yeah, you can already see there's only a few seconds there, and those secondaries are already trying to make some pretty quick work of us. Going to drop some torpedoes for this North Carolina. Hopefully those will be some nice presents for them if they keep on moving forward. And we're going to edge forward a bit further, and then we're going to slow down just so we don't accidentally peek out of our smoke. Now it looks like the Zeton is coming to a full stop, and I'm actually going to start reversing a little bit. I mean, I can see the torpedoes that are coming in, but I'm going to reverse a bit just so it's a little harder for these enemies to gauge where we are. But I think this is a really good position for us to be in, because we can just keep on spamming. And of course we do have to be aware that we do have a 9.3 kilometer spotting range, so once our smoke runs out we've got to make sure that, like for example this North Carolina, who is going to be taking some of our torpedoes actually, I'm quite happy with that, that's good. We're going to be getting some decent damage on that, because they are going to be able to spot us quite quickly. We are going to pop this now as that's coming in. Going to be able to try and assist our teammates, and we may be getting one torpedo hit then, that's good. I don't think the rear one's going to... Okay, the rear one hit, and ooh, that is some serious damage there. That's good, that's good. I'm quite happy with that. So that's already scared them off. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start firing on the Zeton, because they're coming up towards us very aggressively, and the only thing left now is our Mackensen, so I think we do need to be rather cautious. Now, torpedoes are coming off cooldown, so we can also drop some more here. So it's quite nice with the reload here, and I'm not fully spec for torpedoes, but as we get some more XP, I'm probably going to invest in those, because they do look like they're going to be doing quite a lot of the damage. As you saw, we're already on 70,000, so this is definitely quite good. Now, the majority of the players are now over here. They're pretty sort of sectioned off, which is really nice. And we're going to slow down because we don't really want to run away now, as these ships are all in this position and they're probably not going to want to push because they know what's going on. So I'm going to wait for this smoke to come cool down. Hopefully the Zeton's not looking at us. I think they are. I might turn off my anti-air for a second. No. Okay, we're going to smoke up and we're going to start firing. That Zeton is definitely going to try and blind fire us there, I think. You can already see their guns turning. Okay, that was probably a waste of the defensive AA consumable, but we're going to start reversing now, because then we are going to be able to get a bit more damage. But so far, this is looking really good. I don't think the torpedoes are going to hit because, well, I mean, it was a long shot that we'd hit them, but since they'd reloaded, it's like, yeah, well, okay, we might as well try. And the North Carolina, if they can just maybe come to their left a little bit, that'd be quite good, because then I can get a bit more damage on them if I hadn't already got a load of damage. So if we can just come in a little bit more there. It definitely looks like this is going to be a win, by the way. I just wish the CV had... Hello, can we lock on? Thank you. I just wish the CV had sort of come towards us a little bit more, so we could have seen this anti-air in action a bit more, but overall it does look like this is going to be powerful. Even against tier 8, I think this should do quite well. Also, I can see there's another Zeton. Well, there's two Zetons, so we're gonna start repositioning here and hopefully get a fire first, because I do want to get a fire before the North Carolina dies, and then we'll start farming the other one. But yeah, at the moment, so this does appear to be one of the drawbacks, is we are getting quite a lot of shatters. Oh, look at them all, they are all shatters. That's terrible. That's okay. Hopefully we'll get the Zeton coming out in a second, and I might actually try and go for a rush. I think I might try and rush this. I want to try and use this torpedo reload booster. Yeah, there we go. We've literally just got a couple of ships left, so I'm just gonna punch it. They spot us, we're in trouble, and okay, so Zeton's there. They are definitely gonna know what's going on. So we've got the Ryuju coming, but we've got 10 seconds on the cooldown. Yeah, you know what? I think we can do this. I think we can do this. The only thing is going to be the secondaries are going to be a real problem, because those are going to absolutely tear through us. However, if we can just get through this, I think we'll be all right. We've got this. So 8 seconds to reload. I mean, this might not work. This might be a total fail and we get killed. But I think with how many ships there are, yeah, sod it. We'll just go for it. Come on, let's go. Okay, we've got the Ryuju coming in, so we already know where they are, and for some reason the Zeton isn't even firing on us, which is interesting to say the least. Gonna fire our defensive anti-air, and actually, hello, we've got this Zeton over here. Come on, that's 2 planes, maybe 3 planes. Gotta be quite careful. Okay, why is this Zeton not shooting? Are they disconnected? Oh no, this is free damage. Okay. So I'm gonna send some torpedoes, and I'm gonna focus on this one instead, because I think that's gonna be some free damage, and if that's the case, we'll just keep focusing on this guy. I think I'm the only one spotting this as well. I'm gonna try and get another fire actually, just whilst we're here. See, that is very concerning. If they reconnect at any second now, we are in big trouble. Okay, Ryuju is. Okay, can we get a fire? It looks like they didn't really do too much. I'm gonna smoke up now. Actually, might as well. Yeah, we're not even spotting them, so we might as well try and yoink a kill on this Eaton real quick, because we haven't actually got a kill yet. But I was about to say, I do think these torpedoes are going to be it. There we go, that's good. And actually, we may be able to hunt ourselves a carrier, because we are getting planes coming from this area, which is quite nice. So we're going to go forward, and I'm going to be honest, that's a really dirty kill. I'm not even going to consider that as part of the damage. That's like 30,000 free damage there. That's honestly, that's not fair, because they disconnected. So I think I'm going to compliment them, because I don't even know who it was actually. I don't know who it was I killed, but it's not really that fair. Now, how many can we kill here? So you can already see these are doing some damage. 147, absolutely smacking. Ooh, we're not going to be... Okay, so they didn't arm in time, and we've still got a couple of minutes left, so I do think the CV is somewhere here. So we may be able to get a pretty decent damage game. So 114k so far. Oh yeah, they are right behind this island. And if our friendly band can give us some assistance with spotting, that is going to be absolutely wonderful. So let's get this consumable going as well. Oh, look at that increase in damage, 50% extra damage. They're going to be able to get a drop on off us. Ooh, okay, they have got the drop, but we are still getting quite a few planes. So you can already see this thing is absolutely monstrous with its anti-air. I'm loving this. 31,000 plane damage, absolutely perfect. And yeah, that's if it wasn't apparent already, the carrier is definitely behind this island, so I'm quite happy now. Hopefully we'll be able to get them before the Ryuju, oh, not the Ryuju, sorry, the Bismarck's able to get much damage on them, because I want to maximise as much as possible, and this would be a very nice game to show you guys in the video for this first impressions. And oh, there we go, that is perfect. Now, are they reversing? Let's have a look. Doesn't appear to be on the map. They don't appear to be reversing, so we should be good. And the thing is, we've not even got that many points, because it's been such a close game here. You can see, I mean, up until this point at least anyway, it's been such a close game that we've not really got too much of a points lead, so we're just sort of running it down to the clock, and now we're just going to be able to farm for some plane kills, which is going to be quite nice. Get some more torpedo planes down, that's one of them. They've managed to get the run. There we go, a few torpedo beats there. Always nice, always nice. I'm really hoping they don't reverse, because I do want to try and get as much damage as possible here. And there we go, let's get some more plane kills. So they've no longer got any spotting on us, and we do have more planes coming in as well. That's quite good, and oddly enough, our planes didn't activate. So I'm guessing, I was about to say, I'm guessing this guy doesn't really know what the autopilot is, but they are now moving. So might as well drop some torpedoes if we can get that. And oh wow, we are citadeling them with this level of... Okay, this thickness of shell is doing this much damage. That's pretty insane. So now I think I'm just gonna wait. We've just duped their shells on accident, which is quite good. Oh, they're turning in. They've realised there's torpedoes on the way. We should be getting one hit at least, mate. Okay, no hits, no hits. Fair enough. I'm gonna try the armor piercing. Actually, we'll see. We'll see how the AP does. I'm really hoping that the kill doesn't get taken. That's honestly quite poor, actually. Oh wow, they managed to steal the kill. That's terrible. Okay, well, I'm still happy with that, because that is a decent amount of damage there. A very wonderful game to be showing in. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So 138,000 damage. That's very nice indeed. 300 hits, couple of torpedo hits. There. Ooh, we were 3 off getting the AAX, but that's quite a shame. But have a look on the team ouch base XP. 2,263 base XP. I've got to say that's very good. Now we'll take off the amount that we got onto the which Zeton was it? Was that the one we killed? Oh, 68k. Actually, no, then again, we were farming them for a bit, so I think they disconnected part way through. So torpedoes, 22k, so we'll take about 30k off our damage record. Still, 108,000 of basically earned damage, I still think is definitely quite good in a mid-tier game. But that does really bring us to the end of the video, and honestly, I am loving this ship, and hopefully you're loving it as well if you've just got access to it, or you're about to get access to it. And if you did want to see any of these other ships, so any of the other Pan-Asian ships, then make sure to click on some of the cards here. But as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.